A $16 million Pikachu card, the 2026 Mega Evolution era roadmap, and a Poke theft making us rethink our public collection showcase. It's week 6 of the Savage Pokepod. Let's get into the abyss.
Ooh.
All right, so let's get into this. Kota, what's going on, dude? How you been? Hopefully you're all right.
I'm not. My back's jacked up, so I have been limited to some sorting and getting stuff ready to grade. That's been about the extent of my Poke involvement this week.
All right, that's not bad. I mean, if you're kind of stuck, if you're kind of stuck there, might as well do the stuff that you need to do stuck there.
Why literally? No, it's been. Well, we'll get into my feelings next week, but yeah,
dude, it's been crazy. I can't believe, like we were just saying, I can't believe it's been a crazy year already, and it's just only February, which is nuts, both personally and in the Pokemon hobby. Real quick, it is episode 6, so we can't go by without saying it's episode Charizard. And maybe we'll just, since we're going to be using the episodes with the Pokemon in it, what is your favorite Charizard card, man? There's a lot of them.
I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, he's just, it's just the newest one. It's the Phantasmal. The Phantasmal Flames is by it and large, like the best Charizard card that exists. It's not a question. It's not a debate.
Yeah.
If you're talking about just Charizard, like it's not Mega Charizard, it's just Charizard, then it is probably the Paldean Fates Shiny Charizard, because I really like Shiny Charizard.
I like that.
But as far as Charizard in general, it is the Phantasmal Flame one, and it's not close.
I think that it's, I really don't think there's a debate. As far as artwork is concerned, I think that Charizard is probably the best. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I mean, honestly, everyone knows what it looks like. There it is. It's got obviously everyone knows. I mean, in English, I know we were getting a lot of hate because of the words on the Charmander face, but look, you've got Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, and the Mega Charizard X in one artwork, in one card. We don't have anything like this, right? Like, this is something that we just haven't seen ever. And yes, I think it's a stunning card.
Like, the contrast of the blue and orange is just phenomenal.
Yeah, it just
makes it pop so hard.
Yep, I wish the background was another color. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it just looks very it blends in with the shiny Charizard, like with the black Charizard body, so you can't really like break out and see what's here. But yeah, the red coming down here, all the flames, definitely sick. As far as artwork, I think you're 100% right. There's no contemplating it. However, we've had some great Charizard cards. I did pull up some of my, obviously we're going to look at real quick base set Charizard, first ever Charizard ever made. As far in the English language, this is just an iconic card.
It is,
but you can't really, it's hard to compare these vintage cards to the modern cards, because when you're looking at artwork, the cards now are just, there's a bigger canvas, for example, right? Like, there's just the whole card.
Yeah, it's also the fact that they've reprinted this card in so many sets that it kind of is like, it's too much. There's too much of it happening. It's like, I don't have an attachment to it anymore, because it's like, oh, which one is that? Is that base set, first set, set, first edition, Shadowless, or is it
Unlimited?
2? Is it Unlimited? Is it the Celebrations reprint? Is it Evolution
Legendary
reprint? Collection?
Yep. Yeah. I agree. I think we said this in a previous episode. I think I was one like, it's just lazy, like the amount of just reprints of this card. But we cannot go about talking about Charizard without looking at the OG, especially with what happened in the Goldin Auctions with the Charizard as well. I'm going to show you my least favorite Charizard is this Charizard right here. For our audio listeners,
modern
ever.
Or least favorite overall?
I think ever. I think ever. Wow. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of Charizard cards that I can't really rattle right in my brain real quick. Guys, I'm showing the Charizard EX from 151. This card, I don't know why, aside from it being a Charizard in the most nostalgic modern set, I don't know why everyone loves this card so much. I don't get it.
It's the story of the Charmander Charmeleon. Like, I will agree this is an overrated one, but the story because it's overrated in the sense that the card itself can't carry it.
The card itself. You're talking
story of the
about the
Charmander
stack of the
line,
cards, like the Charmander
yeah,
on the bottom. I get that, and
is
I think
phenomenal.
that
And
tells a great
yeah,
story. But Charizard's not
this
even
Charizard
the.
just kind of looks chunky.
I mean, he's not even the main
Looks
character
awkwardly
in this.
chunky.
He's not even the main character in the card, though. Like, it's so like the volcano in the background is bigger than he is. Like, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
just like, I don't know. Especially from the artwork that that we already have. Like, at this point, we had already had Obsidian Flames Charizard, Kiragawa artwork, right? Beautiful.
Mhm.
And then right after that, we got. Wait, was this before Obsidian or after? I don't remember, but
This was right after. So wasn't Obsidian the third set?
I think Obsidian was the third set, and
3.5.
this was 3.5. Okay, and then we got
Yeah.
Paradox, and then we got 4.5 with the Paldean Face Charizard that you like.
Yeah, which is so good. Which to be fair, all three of those are like, it is of the SV era, it is the worst one for sure. I have no like qualms with that.
Agree.
I think there's just been like other mediocre Charizards out there. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you know what? Ooh, I'm taking it back.
Tell me.
It wasn't the Paldean Fates one, it's the second one. It's the promo where he's fighting Venusaur from the Charizard collection box.
And you can see what I have on the screen right now, right? Because I was gonna get into those promos.
Oh, I literally look. I was looking.
No, you were looking
at
my
list of Charizards, and I was like, "Oh, that's right. This and the shiny one for Hidden Fates are both phenomenal too." But that one is my favorite.
I can't
non-phantasmal.
Dude, honestly, I love the Paldean Fates one as well. I have a PSA 10 of it. It's into one of those like fancy little bumper things. I love it. Beautiful card. But Brilliant Stars was the first main set that I got back into the hobby with. This Charizard is just what I couldn't believe. I was like, yo, this is crazy. But this is the Charizard Venusaur, the Charizard V from Brilliant Stars alternate art. It's fighting Venusaur from the Charizard angle. A lot of people hate this card too because it is like from like behind Charizard. But man, when you have two, yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is. When you have two of the original starter evolution, the third evolution line in Charizard and Venusaur battling each other in a card, I think it's awesome. I mean,
it's better than having a distance view of Charizard right after a Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
That poor little chunky boy. Like, this is way better.
And when you said Venusaur earlier, I think you meant Charizard's fighting Mewtwo in that promo, right?
Yeah, it was I was thinking of the Brilliant Stars one.
Got it. Yep.
But that one is also good. There's the two, they're both fighting. It's hard to. Now, here's the thing. You're wrong on the worst Charizard. There's one you're forgetting.
Uh-oh.
As soon as you see it, I need you to Google. Don't look at TCG players. I don't want you to know until you see it.
There's the promo, by the way. Charizard fighting.
Yeah, see,
Charizard
V-Star. Also good.
This
one's also good. It's just it's a touch busier than the other one. That's why I don't like it quite as much, but it's still a good one. I need you to Google.
Oh, Google it. Not TCG play. Did it come through?
And welcome to truly
Hold on.
The ugliest card you'll ever see.
Oh, you're right. Oh, you're so right. I know this one.
Truly like abomination of a card.
Let me see. How do I hold on? Images. Let me see if this is it. Oh, it is. It is on TCG play.
Lord.
All right, pulling up the Charizard. Let's see. All right, here it is. Pulling up the Charizard GX, the Sun and Moon 195 Sun and Moon promo. Dude, I think you're right. I forgot about this card, and I know this card. Now, was this when Detective Pikachu came out?
This is a Detective Pikachu promo.
Okay, because I don't know how you feel about it. I don't know how the listeners feel about Detective Pikachu and how they make the Pokemon look real. I'm not a fan. It's like when, I don't know if you saw what Sonic the Hedgehog was supposed to look like before they remade. It's like that. It's like
it is.
You guys tried way too hard to make it look real. We just want a we just want a live action character that looks just like the cartoon.
Yeah, people misunderstand. It's not everything should be live action in the first place. Yeah. Not everything needs to look realistic. They're cartoons for a reason. It's the same issue I have with other like anime that have been live action, where it's like, this just looks the first Last Airbender movie, the original one, I think it was like M. Night Shyamalan did it, and it was just awful because everything was just so ugly and cheesy, and like they're trying so hard to like make it look cool, but it looked terrible because you can't translate that well into live action. So yeah, this is unacceptable. I'm getting. You need to get it off my phone because I don't want to see it anymore. It's gone now.
I listen. You know what? I'm happy you said that because yeah, you're right. The Charizard EX is not as bad as this. It's definitely the worst in SV era. But
Yeah,
dude,
yeah. I think I can.
that's a bad looking card, 100%. It is just I hate the way those look. Um, yeah. Anyway, thank you for sharing your favorite Charizard. I think we're going to continue to do that every week. Next week will be week 7. So what is that? Squirtle, right?
Squirtle.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, man. So let's get into this week's episode of the Savage Pokepod. And let's start off with, I guess we'll start off with the big elephant in the room again, the Logan Paul. I don't want to say, you don't have scandal with Logan Paul, but Logan Paul and the $16 million Pikachu Illustrator
Use his
card.
official God-given name of Stupid Logan Paul, please. You don't have to. I will continue to call him Stupid Logan Paul because I cannot stand Logan Paul.
I mean,
So
dude,
Logan
honestly,
Paul sold a card.
he sold the card. I was away over the weekend for a couple of days, and we were in the hotel room, and I was trying to stay up to watch. Like I wasn't watching, and I'm sure Netflix was recording this because they have the something with collectibles with Goldin. They have a show, King of Collectibles, whatever it's called. It's a pretty cool show.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, guys, go check it out. But there is in season 2 or 3, the last season, they had the whole thing with setting it up with Logan Paul coming to the headquarters and talking about this whole thing, and then it finally went live, and now it's over. But I was trying to stay up to watch it. Like I was just watching the thing go live, and I was texting a couple of friends, and I'm like, "Yo, did my buddy was like, it just went up another 500K. Was that you?" I was like, yeah, that was me, just laying in a hotel bed in a double. Like that was me, just casually bidding it up. But it was at that 5 million that I think when we started this pod, I think it was at like 5 million. And it was that much until like the last day. And that's kind of how auctions work. Like you bid, you get yourself in there, and then the last day up to the last second. And this was kind of every time someone new bid, it would add another 30 minutes to the auction, which is a long time. So it turns out, AJ Scaramucci, I guess his name is Anthony Jr., right? I'm assuming, but that's Anthony Scaramucci's son. I don't know if he owns an investment company or he started some type of firm or he wants to. And this is the start. I'm not sure too much about his story, but clearly comes from money. No one's out there bidding 16 million, the highest ever on a card here. Just for fun. I mean, well, you know what? If you have that type of money, you probably are.
Was there like one person that bid it and was just like, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't?
Yeah, right. And,
I don't know what the bidding process is, but I'm assuming there's a little more.
I guess you do it. Obviously, you do it all online. But he ended up being like they didn't know who it was, or they said they didn't know who it was. He was there. He was actually there because you can be there while they were doing this because they opened up base set booster box. They did a lot of stuff that night there, right? So, and he was there. So he ended up, winning it. And he was saying like he wants this to be a part of that. So I don't know, like if you invest in this with him, do you get like a piece of or whatever? You're investing in a bunch of collectibles. I'm assuming that's where he's going with this. If you guys know anything about AJ, guys, drop it in the comments or wherever you're listening. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, go to the YouTube channel and drop it in the comments. We'd like to see the comments and if you guys know anything. But yeah, dude. I mean, I know how you feel about him. What do you feel about this whole thing and how the timing of it with the market being the way where it is? Will it make it even crazier? Or will it not have an effect because of just the level of it? Like it's just not attainable for most people in the hobby. So
it's putting aside my despising of the person involved. It feels like it's not surprising that it went that high because of the market and because because it's not just you're bidding on the card, right? You're not just bidding on the card. You're bidding on the marketing, the publicity. Like it's like you could, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know that much about the company and the guy that bought it, but if you have a business and you're trying to market something, this is a great marketing ploy. It's overpriced, but this is like, you can carry this for a while because this card is so huge that it's like a built-in marketing tool in and of itself. Is it vastly overpriced? Of course. It's not even really a 10. Let's be real. It's not really a 10. It's a 10.
Right.
If you look at the card, it's not a 10. it's I saw someone on Instagram post that they bought a PSA 8, or is it Tag 8? Maybe even Tag 8, and it's like cleaner than the PSA 10
Yeah.
Illustrator. Of course, he's using the market because the market's crazy. This is like the time to do this kind of crap. It's there's some fishiness to it. There's all this stuff with the people that were supposedly investing in like having a share of the card, and are they getting paid? Are they not? Sure,
Right.
doesn't. I haven't seen anything about anybody getting paid, so I might have missed it. But
no, I haven't seen that either.
They're not getting paid. So he basically rug pulled a bunch of people for their money and is now selling it and profiting off of it, acting like he's this great businessman. So I can't stand him. I think that the card itself is the lore and the marketing behind it is worth far more than the actual card.
Yeah.
And I think I have a hard time believing this majorly moves the needle, because it's not like there was a bunch of like stuff to grab. At best, it's like, oh wow, Perfect Order stays above $200 a box somehow. Like that's like the high point for this, because it's not like there's a place to go and buy all this stuff. It's just oh wow, it's now like I can't get it, and now I can't get it more.
Yeah, right. Exactly. No, I honestly like. I think that like I said, it's definitely too expensive for 99% of the people that are looking to collect things, right? I feel like that's just obviously, if you have that type of money and you're willing to just throw it around like that, then that's what you do. You do that. Exactly. But I don't think the only thing that I think will affect the market is the eyeballs looking at Pokemon as an investment. That side of it, right? Because we already do have, look, I have stuff that I want to keep sealed for a while as an investment. I also collect, I also sell, buy, sell, trade, I do all the things, right? But there are people that are now looking at this, and you can see, and I think that Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, had already started talking about this on MSNBC, which is an investment channel, and like what he was doing with his investments into sports cards and all of this stuff. When you have people like that talking to a different audience, it shifts their perspective or on this stuff that they had known nothing about. And like, wait a minute, guys, this card was how much a few years ago, and now it's 16 million. Okay, that's one card. Where else can we? And and like, it could potentially have some damage on some of that stuff, right? Like, and when I say that stuff, I mean like older stuff. I think that the newer stuff is still kind of safe in a way. However, we won't know. We won't know until we start seeing other movers and shakers coming in and doing whatever to try and see what they can do to make money. Because that's really what that type of a person wants to do, right? They want to make money.
Yeah, I don't think it does a ton to the current market. What I do think it does is set a higher floor for where this can go.
Mm-hmm.
When you have, like you said, when you have people coming in that we already know that investors are coming in. We've seen investors coming in. That's not a question anymore. But if you have investors that are not just, oh, I'm going to buy a few cases of, booster boxes and I'm an investor now. You have people that are coming in with like throwing around millions of dollars. And I'm sure there are some people out there. We know there are some people out there, but if you have more of those people coming into this and looking at it and saying, look how this performance has been over the last several years, even when it's been at its worst, like we're still climbing steadily. It's still year over year, or not year over year, but like over time, it has developed into a great investment. Then you see that the floor is, you're not going to see $90 box. I think this confirms you're not seeing $90 boxes ever again. Like we won't see those again. In my opinion, at this point, when you the biggest thing this does, it doesn't affect the current market. It affects the long-term floor of our market. Mm-hmm. It will basically be where you are going to have people that every opportunity they get, they're going to continue purchasing. Because here's the thing, if they buy 10 cases of booster boxes, we think of that as like this huge investment. They think of that as like a Tuesday afternoon meeting's worth of money. Like a one, what's the word?
It's play money at that point, really.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I did a consultancy gig or a consultancy meeting for an hour, and that paid for these 10 cases that'll double in price over the next 10 years.
And not only that, it's like equivalent to like a cup of coffee. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it's nothing to them. So we're gonna have people that are gonna be like, they don't care, that they don't look at it and say, Perfect Order, okay, this is a bad set, but Ascended Heroes is a good set. But Phantasm Flames is a fine set. They're gonna be like, okay, just buy it. Just
Yeah,
buy
to
it.
buy it.
Just buy it.
Because
Just
over
buy it.
time, it's
'Cause
going
they
to go
look
up.
and say, look
Yep.
at Sword, if they'll have people that work for them, they'll say like, yeah, Sword and Shield boxes, like they were pretty cheap for a while, but then they took off. I'm like, cool, just buy everything.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have
Exactly.
that happen.
Yeah.
So get ready. If you think $90 boxes are going to happen anytime soon, no, I just do not see it. I do not see how.
No, at 90, and when you say $90, you mean $90 to the consumer directly, because
Yeah.
that is like probably distro pricing, probably less to a lot of other company, businesses that have stronger buying power. But to the consumer, because like for those of you guys that are newer into the hobby, like 5 years ago, you were able to get booster boxes directly. Like LGSs were selling at like that price. They were the markup, the profit margins on those were nothing, because it was not, the hobby was not the way it is now. So,
And that wasn't that long ago.
Right. No, it was
I
like,
picked up a bunch of like Stellar Crown and Paldean Evolved. I picked up a few boxes for like 105 or something like that.
and I'm
in,
sure
like,
when you were
late
buying it at what,
2024.
and don't get me wrong, guys, like it all has to do with like your brain, or just humans' brains, the human brain, and the remembering of a price point. Because Kota, I remember being in your shoes when I was buying booster boxes at 120. I was like, damn, this is too expensive. Why am I buying this at 120? This is $30 more, or this is $25 more than what I was just getting it for. 130 is expensive. And now I'm buying booster boxes for my live stream at $250 a box.
Yeah.
It's like, so
different world.
That's the difference, right? And
this is different from the 2020 COVID boom, because we didn't have investors coming in 2020. We had like flippers coming in, and that was pretty much the extent of where it went. There wasn't a ton of people, especially at the scale it is now, that came in and looked at this as long-term investment. We had people we had some for sure, but was not nearly to the degree of everyone, and then even bigger, like,
but also rip
coming
and
in
shippers at scale were not.
Yeah, that's aside from rip and shippers.
Yeah. It's crazy.
A whole different world.
I think Nostalgianomics breaks it down like really nicely, where he says like, this streamer will rip, or he rips X amount of packs a week, and he only goes live for two nights a week, and he's small considering the other guys that stream all day every day. So
yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to shift into that. But just going back to the whole Goldin auctions, there were other things that were auctioned off. I didn't even realize his name was actually on the Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur slab. I didn't even realize that. Like, I guess he pulled that from somewhere. So the card sold for drastically more than the last solds. But again, I don't know if it was, the whole thing of it. It's the whole lore of this whole thing and being a part of it. Whatever. But I know now you guys know how we feel about this. We'll see what happens with the market. But speaking of market, we've got more sets coming out. Obviously, Pokemon's going to continue to put out sets, and the sets coming out now, we've got Ascended Heroes is out. So now today's February 18th of the recording of this pod. Ascended Heroes is out tomorrow. It's going to be out for almost a month now at this point. Yep. Tomorrow we're going to be getting some more product this week. Hopefully you guys can get it. The next set to release in Japanese is going to be, we also have, what's it called? Nihil Zero, whatever we're calling that set. That is also out right now as well. I don't know where Pokemon is going in the Mega era, because it looks like every set that's coming out is going to be a 1-to-1 set to Japanese. At least the only sets were Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia. That was Mega Evolution base. Strong set. I think by far the strongest set as far as depth in this era so far from what we know. Then Inferno X came out, and that's Phantasmal Flames. And Nihil Zero came out, and that's going to be a 1-to-1 perfect order. That's it. Mm-hmm. Small set. I don't know. Phantasmal Flames is a small set as well, considering. This is even smaller. We've gotten now a trademarks for the next Japanese set is going to be Ninja Spinner, which is coming out in March. So we're going to get, here's the lineup of the release. It's insane. This roadmap is crazy. So March, we're getting Perfect Order in English, and we're also getting Ninja Spinner from the Japanese side. So that's going to be two new sets coming out that will hopefully feed maybe different collectors in that way, so people can get whatever they want. We'll see. But that's going to be two sets coming out in March. And then we've now recently learned that and that's what we said earlier, Into the Abyss. Abyss Eye is going to be coming out this, I'm looking over here, in May. And again, that aligns with our Chaos Rising English set, which is the Ninja Spinner 1-to-1. So now we're getting 2 sets in March, 2 sets in May, Japan and English, Japan and English, Japanese and English. And then in July, so 2 months after May, we're going to get Storm Emeralda. I'm going to put this up on the screen. Now, they're saying this is Mega Darkrai, I believe. And
it is.
And Mega Rayquaza. So I'm going to ask you, this is stuff that's happening in Legends EA as well. Are these, is this downloadable? Is this like DLC or no?
Yeah. Darkrai is from the DLC. No. Darkrai, I think, is from the actual main game. I could be wrong. It's been a bit since I played it. So,
okay.
I just remember looking at it and thinking, oh, that's unfortunate. I don't love that one. But Mega Rayquaza is from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Okay. Because
that one's been around for a minute.
And when a lot of, fans that were in it during that time, when they saw Emeralda, they were like, this is Rayquaza. So I don't know if there was like a connection between it. Yeah. I'm not sure what it was, but so these two are going to be sets coming out again in May and July. I don't know if this is going to be one set in English, or if they're going to continue to do the 1-to-1 sets, which smaller sets. I don't know. I'm not sure what their what their purpose is for that. But I'm just moving my wire over here.
I don't know. It's something I'm wondering if since we're getting into the point where they would have seen the boom happening before these sets were starting to be printed.
Yeah.
And I don't know how early they are designed, but it could be that this set was always meant to be smaller, and they just decided the Mega Era was going to be, because the Mega Era is the filler era between Gen 9 and Gen 10.
Yeah.
They were just going to test out smaller sets. But I'm trying to think. What have we had come out this year? It's just been Ascended Heroes. Or did Phantasmal release this year?
No, November.
Yeah. So we've had Ascended Heroes, and we have Perfect Order, and we have Chaos Rising.
Yep.
So in this one, Abyss Eye comes out in May, which means it would come out in English in June-ish. And then probably August or September for Storm Emeralda.
Unless this is a specialty set, right? Because I'm just thinking about the timeline at the final year of Scarlet and Violet. So we had Journey Together, which is Perfect Order. We had Destined Rivals, which is Chaos Rising.
Prismatic actually came out in January, right?
Yeah. So the same thing with Ascended. And then after Destined was a specialty set, Black Bolt, White Flare combined set. So I don't know if, this will be a combined set. And that was in July. And then we had Mega, and then we had the Mega Era start in September. Now, it's going to be interesting to see where they go with this, because if they're going to announce, we're going to wait to see. If they announce the new game, Gen 10 game next week, which is crazy to say, next week is Pokemon Day.
It's wild. Wild.
We're probably going to see something anyway, or at least get names and whatever. Maybe we'll see the starters. That'd be so sick. But then how does the roadmap look like that this year? So do we end this year with going through, because we're going to have a main set in September, I'm thinking, right? And a main set in like November. And then Japanese will get their holiday set. And then they'll end this Mega Era is how I'm thinking it's going to go.
I'm wondering where the 30th celebration set is going to fit in there. Is that going to take over the spot of the specialty set?
Maybe.
Or is this going to be like a separate, like a smaller collection type thing where it's more like celebrations, where it isn't like necessarily a full set?
I think it's going to be that. I think it'll be that. Yeah. I don't remember. I wasn't around for Generations, the 20th anniversary. I don't know what that set looked like.
I wasn't either.
I don't know if that's Radiant Collection. I'm not sure. That might be. I also think that we're seeing names being thrown around. The Celebration Collection. I'm like, that is exactly what it says. Celebration is the name. Like, can we stop being lazy with names? Hopefully that's not it. I don't know. But we had Generations. It's just awesome that you had Generations is the 20th anniversary. 25th was Celebrations, and then 30th is Celebrations Collection. Give me another one word banger to sum up 30 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll see what happens with this set. It's a very good point. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to remember when when Celebrations came out. I think it was it was right before the end of that year. So was it before Fusion Strike? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious if they're gonna have like the November-ish release be just a Celebration set, which
Maybe
would be interesting. But man, it is a long ways away.
And then in between all that,
long ways away,
we're going to be getting other 30th anniversary type stuff, like the starter. We're going to be getting the starter series 2 and 3 later this year. Well, series 1 will be the first one to come out soon, I think. So, and we're going to be getting more Ascended Hero stuff, at least for the next few months. So we don't know how that's going to change. So it's going to be, it's shaping up to be a crazy year. We'll see what happens. I really want to see Mega Raichu X and Y come into a set, and maybe that the Mega Lucario Z come into a set somehow. We'll see.
Yeah, I would be stunned if they are not in at least the Rayquaza set, because a lot of the storyline of the DLC is revolving around Rayquaza and trying to find Rayquaza. So
interesting.
I would not be surprised if because you find Mega Raichu X and Y in the distortion, what do they call it? The other world, distortion world. It's not, but whatever it's called, I can't remember. You find them there, so I would be stunned. We might see a lot of those megas in the Storm Emeralda set, which I think that set will be fire. If so, if you get Mega Raichu and Mega Rayquaza, it's going to be crazy.
Mm-hmm. I am reading this thing on Poke Beach where underneath the pictures that we just had up says, so far the only unrevealed trademark is for Celebration Collection. So they have that there, which seems to be the 30th anniversary set. It could release in September. Yeah, it could release in September or October. The 20th anniversary came out in September 2016, which was 10 years ago, while the 25th came out in October of 2021. So it wasn't, they both weren't mainline sets. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It really is going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm still excited. I really am. I'm still excited. I had pulled up actually, Nihil Zero just to quickly look, just so we can see where this market is at, because it's interesting to see, like, a lot of the sentiment is right. It's not a popular set. Yet you can see the top chase is Rosa, and in the Japanese TCG, the trainers do get a lot more love than the English. But that's at 180 right now. And then the next card is that Meowth EX-SIR, which is under 100. So there's only one card over 100 right now. I'm going to see these things drop as we get closer to Perfect Order coming out, but the card values are low. You know,
it's fitting into the Journey Together slot, right into that same area. Honestly, it looks very similar. I'm curious how the English prices end up going, but
I agree.
It's meh. It's fine. Let's Journey Together.
I agree, but you know what? I actually love ripping Journey Together. So who knows? We'll see. I mean, Journey Together was such a refreshment coming right after not being able to get any prismatic product early last year. So I really enjoyed it opening it then, and I still enjoy it opening now when people want to rip it on stream. I will say that we did speak on how the Perfect Order allocations were going to be. Very, very interesting email I got today from Distro. But I will let you know that they did lock in my allocations for Perfect Order, and I'm getting 26 booster boxes. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. I mean, it's more booster boxes than I ever got on any other set. So that's a very interesting little tidbit. I was like, okay, cool. But they did say that they're not going to be opening up any more pre-orders for Pokemon product, which is very interesting. They flat out said, we're just switching the way we handle Pokemon. We're not going to be having the businesses will not be going on and pre-ordering. You will get pre-allocation. Did your camera just fall?
Nope, I kicked it.
Okay. You will not be getting any you won't be able to pre-order anything. You will get allocated based on your spend, and if you want to accept it, you accept it. If not, if you don't. And that's it. Which is interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. So, before I would go
I
on.
don't mind that.
No, I don't mind it either. Before I would go
that.
on and I would pre-order 100 of everything, 100 cases, 100 booster boxes, 100 ETBs, but now it's like, all right, well, you spent X amount, you're going to get this allocated. Do you want it? If not, it's going to be opened up to the rest. So I kind of like that.
I like that.
But that was my little piece on Nihil Zero going into perfect order. We'll see what happens there. And then real quick, before we go into talking about that, the break-in or the robbery that happened, I wanted to just show you real quick. What do you think of this? I mean, this is nostalgia right here.
It's good.
I think it's cool. For the audio listeners, we're pulling up. They have some 30th anniversary merch that you can pick up.
The opening scene.
Exactly. It is the opening scene with Gengar and Nidorino. I'm not sure why it's these two Pokemon, but it's been like that since the beginning. They actually, I think they showcase a picture of it here. We'll get to it, but they have a playmat. They have a deck box. They've got sleeves. The one thing I don't like is this weird pin. Like, I don't know why this would be a pin. Even the hat's kind of weird.
Everything's a pin with Pokemon.
But then here it is. It's actually really small, but it's like the opening scene from Red and Blue, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and obviously, and this is the Pokemon anime. So it's like they have that same scene and how they redid it. Which is, I mean, listen, it's a throwback, and that's kind of what this whole 30th anniversary thing is, and they really know how to push nostalgia. So
they do.
Here we are.
That they do.
All right, so let's shift into Pokédean, and I didn't really know who Pokédean was until I started seeing these videos coming around, and that's nothing. I mean, seems like a great guy after watching. And I started watching some of his videos. But I don't know if you guys have heard of this. I'm sure you have. Pokédean is a Pokemon YouTuber, and he posts videos like a lot of us do. With, you can see it here as a product in the background, right? And someone recently broke into his apartment in London and essentially took all of his high valued Pokemon stuff and other things, amongst other things that were there. But I from what I was watching, I wanted to say he had like a base set booster box on the shelf that was taken, which is probably one of the highest valued things, I would assume.
They got a fossil box as well.
But like, without like, I don't go into too much detail. I mean, you can, Kota, if you want, but I really want to focus this part of the pod into like just safety overall in the hobby. I think we touched up a little bit on this at the end of one of the pods that we were going off on our tangent of the day. But this, I think, now really needs to have a little bit more of some conversation around it. And really to the people like us that do record videos, you do have your collections in the background. I have some of the stuff in the back that I use to rip on my live streams. However, this has really made me think of, what I'm keeping where I'm at and what I'm going to move off site, right? It's an unfortunate time right now. And Kota touched up on it in one of his last videos where he talked about PO boxes. I think that is such an important thing for people that are starting businesses or have a business or sell anything online. Like, have a PO box as your where you get your stuff, so you can put that on as your return address, so no one has your actual address. If people want to find you, I'm sure they will, and that's an unfortunate thing of where we're at in 2026, the internet and all the things, right? But just be careful. We were talking about it, safety at events, like when you go to card shows where you have like your binders and you have stuff that you bring to trade or stuff that you buy there. You just have to really be careful. There are always bad actors in any walk of life that you have, any profession. There's always somebody that's trying to advance themselves at the cost of someone else, wherever you look. So it's important that we just really, just focus on, safety for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, your friends in the hobby. And, just in general, be a good person, because if this is you wouldn't want it happening to you. I know that these people don't think this way. They're just crazy people out there. I work in Manhattan. I see it every time I'm there. But like, just be good people, man. Like this, it doesn't have to be like this. It really doesn't. And it was heartbreaking to watch the video of him walking through his apartment, because I put myself in his shoes immediately, like directly. Like I was like, holy shit, pardon my language. Like could be me. This could be my friends that do this. You know what I mean? It was a horrible thing. So
Yeah.
really just practice safety, practice caution wherever you go. You bring stuff with you, just keep an eye on it. As best you can, really.
Yeah. It sucks. It's one of those things that like I said in my video, I realized early on, like I don't want, you obviously don't want bad, people with bad intentions knowing your address. I don't want people with good intentions knowing my address.
Right.
I I don't need that. Like it's just it's a at the very least an uncomfortable feeling. At the very worst, you end up like, I mean, not even at the very worst. At the pretty dang bad, you end up like Pokédean, who has all this stuff taken, and then obviously the worst is someone does something stupid like the people that robbed the Poké Court
Yep.
in New York. That's crazy, and it's a crappy reality of the bad part of this boom. There's been a lot of people that have been able to do really cool things, and a lot more people coming into the hobby, and all this stuff through this boom, and it has been like overall a good. But much like the market is a different reality, and like the prices are a different reality, and it's going to probably be permanent effects of that. The how broad of an audience this is now reaching makes this new reality where people don't all have morals.
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to have your same morals, and you have to like keep yourself safe. Like you said, I've gone to shows, and there's been times I don't think twice about the fact that I have a backpack on.
Right.
And now, like, I'm going to be, super, super careful with it. I'm going to have to like, actually use my, my case over there for slabs and stuff. And yeah, it is just a reality. And I think people should look at this as not as the hobby's doomed, everything's bad because we have all these bad actors and all this stuff. I think you should look at it as this hobby is still really good. There's so many good things in it. It's just a reality. I mean, honestly, anything in America right now is not too similar. I know Pokedean's not in America, but we see Poke Court and other things that have happened. Not to mention, I mean, it went from the funny jokes of all the scalpers getting into fights in Costco, and now it's like, oh no, this is real now.
Yep. Like once you,
this is someone's home. Like, because Pokedean, I don't know if you know this, but Pokedean owns a relatively large card shop in I don't know where in the UK, but in that area.
Yeah.
Along with Pokeclo, I believe, is the other person that owns it, and I think it's one thing to have your shop robbed, where it's like, okay, well,
I don't want to say it's different, but you're right.
But it is different because it's like, oh, this is an invasion of my privacy, and like, you see Brian Pokini and Nostalgianomics and all these people, the other people that have posted videos, like, yeah, everything's on. I don't have anything in my house anymore. I don't even have my address public with anything, but all my stuff is at a undisclosed location. All my like small amount, I don't even have that much.
No, I started to actually, because like I said, I picked up stuff to hold on to long term, and I've started to move that stuff in. I will only keep the stuff that I will rip live on stream, and that's enough to just be on a loop. Like, I have it, I sell it, I get more stuff in, I have it, I sell. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be anything, and I don't have anything of that crazy value, but it doesn't matter. People have done much worse for much less.
Yeah, like I have all these slabs behind me, and they're all Japanese $40 slabs. Nothing in here is like, ooh, that's a lot. But even that, I'm like, my channel's still small, obviously, and I don't have that much reach. But like, I'd hope to someday. And in that case, do I want anything behind me? Do I want to just put like a bunch of little succulents up there and just have a nice aesthetic background instead of having my slabs? So I like personally, I love seeing this, and maybe I just move this shelf somewhere else, or maybe I get rid of it. Who knows? Like, I like having it here, but the reality of this looks to someone like, well, I can get it. It's made someone, even someone as small as like my channel and my presence, really question, like, what am I putting out there? What am I showing? And what do I want to, like, what do I feel like I need to do?
Yeah.
Like, what precautions do I need to take? And it sucks, especially for people with families. Like,
that's where really
it's wilder.
I mean, look, it just feels like gross. You know what I mean? Like, people were here and in your own space. Like, again, like we said, they have a shop. It's different. It's different when it's you come home to be safe. You feel, you know what I'm saying? So but you know, shout out to all the other PokeTubers, like you just said. PokeAny posted a video. I think Nostalgianomics, Alex posted a video today. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I definitely want to see that. But PokeAny definitely, because he was big on it, right? Like his whole thing was like, I started a 6-figure Pokemon business from the basement of my house in Nebraska, wherever he's at.
He said his city many times. Like it's not like
so, and it's probably not that big of a city. But his whole thing was like he's doing this out of his basement, and now he even said it, and you know he owns up to his words, and it's not like he needed to in this, but he said, you know, I said I would never lease, I never pay for lease because he had the overhead cost is what he had cut out, and that's why he was able to be so competitive. But look, he's married, he has a kid. It's not that, you know, once it comes to that safety feature factor, it's just, you know, you're going to do what you have to do, and that's it. And these guys have way more stuff than you and I, and probably so many others. So shout out to them for actually going on there and talking about this, putting it in front of, you know, the tens of thousands of subscribers that they have across all the socials. So shout out to you guys. It really put, you know, put it into my mind as well. I listened to Catch 'em All Collectibles this morning. Shout out to Dan. He, you know, he was just saying, highlighting the thing about safety, cameras, you know, and I have that already with my home, but like, you know, just we're in 2026. Like when people, when you have motion around where you live, you get alerts immediately. So there's no, you know, there's no reason to be, get caught in this whole thing. But
yeah, it's with anything, like with anywhere you go.
Yep.
Just be like it's you have to be aware. And I'm talking as someone who literally lives with these little AirPods in my ears. Like everything I do is doing that because for various reasons. But you know, you have to be aware of what's going on. You have to be aware of what's around you. You have to be aware of your information that's going out there.
Yep.
You just have to be on top of this kind of stuff. You make sure, and you know, I work for another YouTube channel. Like, and it's there's so much information out there that is like already like scary, and that's like not even that close to where I am. It's just an uncomfortable feeling, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And I think and my biggest thing is don't let this be the reason that you're like, this hobby's cooked and I'm done with it. But let it be a reminder, like everything we do in life is kind of dangerous. You know?
Yeah.
We drive cars. That's dangerous enough. Like you just have to be careful, you have to be aware. And that'll keep you safe from 99.9% of things out there.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to end on note. Yeah, I don't want to end on like such a serious note. So I didn't even
ask. Make fun of Logan Paul again?
Yeah, right.
Let's get back. That was way more fun. Logan Paul. Stupid Logan Paul.
Oh man. I didn't prep you again, but did you pick up anything this week that you want to share?
Yeah, you don't have to prep me. I'm already ready. I already got know. So I did my Pokemon Center ETBs for Ascended Heroes are on their way. Those are already spoken for by various people, thankfully. So they will not actually be in my house, period.
Good for you for getting that. I have not gotten either an email confirmation or a confirmation. Like I didn't get charged yet. I didn't get an email saying my order was canceled yet. And then I'm seeing people already getting theirs today. So that's interesting.
Yeah, mine are going to be here either tomorrow or well, they'll be at my post office tomorrow or Friday. And then yeah, because there was 2 separate days where they dropped them. And I got them both days because I was at work and able to pick them up. But I'm surprised that yours haven't had any confirmation. Yeah. That is weird. Have you checked your order status at all?
You know, I didn't. My brother said his were, so I don't know. His were still pending, I guess. I don't know. So we didn't. I hope I don't get like an email saying that it's but
well, hopefully, because they've canceled so many people, you would have gotten a cancellation notification.
That's what I'm saying. I think like
yeah. So I picked up that. I did pick up one regular ETB. That was all. Basically, everything I've come in for Ascended Heroes because I'm so tired of opening the set because it hurts me every time. I've opened a fair amount of it for fun. I've gotten nothing. I've gotten like 2 like random illustration rares, and that's it. It's been terrible. So I basically everything that comes in is pretty much spoken for. I got the the 4 Pokemon Center ETBs that are coming in that I have investor buddies that want to be investors that are like, we'll pick them up. I'm like,
Nice.
cool. I'll let you know what market is when I get them because I was going to keep them otherwise. So I got those coming in. I also have stuff that I got for, I haven't even opened it yet. I have like 12 envelopes sitting on my desk for cards that I got to potentially grade. I got some Japanese full art.
You picked them up from somewhere?
The TCG Player.
Nice.
That's my strategy. Is basically like I pick up a bunch of stuff from TCG Player, and if it's not good enough, then I lose a small percent on it and sell it. And if it is good enough, then at the very least, I'm probably, with Japanese especially, I'm going to make money off it. So it all ends up profitable. But I do have this order going out to PSA. Another
nice.
one.
What do we got?
This is, so I won't go through all of it, but I'll go through some of my favorites. We have the Oricorio.
The promo from the Mega Charizard UPC. Yeah. Nice.
Gorgeous card, and it's really, really cool. I'm super excited about that. This one, I'm really hoping to get a 10 in it, but it's Zapdos.
There it is, guys. My favorite card in Scarlet and Violet era. Zapdos EX so Special Illustration Rare from 151. I love that card.
I love to get this in a 10. It's very clean. It's very clean. I'm very excited about that. Anything else crazy? I've got the Ivysaur. I've got a couple of the Eevee promos.
Do you have the Charizard? We were talking about promos last pod and how that's a sick play for grading.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the Charizard promo with the Oricorio or no?
The one I did. It was so off center. I ended up selling it. It was just the most off center thing I've ever seen in my life.
I gotta look because I have a couple of copies. I have to look and see. Squirtle from 151. Nice.
Oh, there we go. Come back. And this is a spoiler for next week's favorite Squirtle. That's nice. So I got a few different cards in there, and I've got some other cards that might go out to CGC, and I've got a tag order, a small tag order that's going out. So I'm at my testing. Actually, that's already gone. My testing phase of grading companies, just because PSA takes forever, but PSA will still always be a thing because everybody loves them.
Yep.
For some reason.
No, I was just going to ask you about that when you said tag. I know you wanted to do the testing with it, but
yeah. That order's going out. And then CGC's gonna get a lot of Japanese because I'm chasing those pristines.
Very nice.
Nothing
that you want to chase a black label for.
The thing is, BGS is also pretty backed up, so I will have an order going out to them once I get enough cards. I'm setting aside like 5 of my this is pinnacle of it, and I'll send those in soon. But for now, I'm trying to test out the CGC quick turnaround flip. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, other than that, I picked up a pin collection today when I was grocery shopping for Ascended Heroes. Got cooked on that.
So they were in
Walmart's dropped them today.
Wait.
Somewhere our Walmart dropped it.
The pin collection. How many packs?
5.
5? Oh no shot. Okay.
Yeah, got nothing.
Nice.
I hate Ascended. I love Ascended Heroes and I hate Ascended Heroes. I need to open Mega Dream. I just need to only open Mega Dream.
Yeah, I think I got another order today from our guy with Mega Dream. So
I need to do an order with him.
Yeah. Well, you let me know if you want to get in on any.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up anything crazy, but I do want to just highlight some stories and some fun stuff that we do during the week, because a lot of people see me as a rip and shipper and they come into my stream and they judge because a lot of people hate rip and shippers, and I can see why. That's fine. But I'm like, I tell them, hang out with us. You'll see, the vibes are cool, whatever. But I built some really close relationships with other people that stream. This person's her name is Therapy TCG on TikTok. But shout out to her because we did a little pack battle live. I was packing up orders and I joined her live stream and I just talk. We would just talk to each other. There's a group of people and then we just chat. So she was opening up packs and I'm like, hey, can we do a little battle? Picked up the Destin Rivals Zarude coin blister, whatever that is. And I opened up, guys, I'm holding up on the screen, the Misty Psyduck from Destin Rivals. It actually looks really, really nice as well.
That's the best Psyduck.
Centering I love, so I'm gonna see if I can send that in. I might send that in with the Psyduck from Mega Dream as well. I think that's the best Psyduck. I love it. He is just that one. Chilling in the water, just relaxing. I love it.
It's a good one. It is just ever so slightly behind the Misty Psyduck.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's got Misty in it.
Psyduck's got some incredible cards. Like that 151 one's also
151 one's
really
so cool. Yep.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. Another fun thing is I joined an energy break of one of my buddies that was streaming. It was late over here, so I fell asleep, and I got his order in, and I opened it up on the same stream, and I was like, "Oh, what did I get in that break?" Well, I'm holding up the
Oh boy.
Gold Team Rockets Mewtwo hyper rare with the Giovanni in the background from Destined Rivals, another Destined Rivals card. I'm like, okay, we got a nice little gold Mewtwo. And then just something that I think is such a slept on card. I will look up the value of it right now. I'm going to hold it up. I don't know if we spoke about it yet. This is the Pikachu promo that comes in the collector's chest, I want to say.
I think it was, yeah.
It has Palmont.
24 ones.
Yep, it's got the Mousehold maybe in there. Sprigatito's on there, of course. Sprigatito gets the most love out of the three SV era. But it's such a slept-on card, I want to say. It's really, really cool. I think I might have one in a PSA 9. They are harder to grade because of how they are shipped. And then the final thing that I want to talk about is someone in my community. His name is Sparkachu. He goes around and they just make him and Snowy TCG. They go and they make like proxy cards. They do a lot of like real life printing of like, I'm gonna hold this up now. This is Pokemon Pocket Zapdos. They know I like Zapdos, so that's the Pokemon Pocket card. I put the little Pokemon Pocket back. But this month, I'm actually rolling out Sav's Legendary Collection to the Savage members. Take a look at this card. I don't know if you saw it. This is Sav's Zapdos. I told them to make me a card inspired by Ethan's Ho-Oh from Destined Rivals. I think that's probably like one of my favorites now as far as the custom cards. So I will link them down below if you want to get some custom cards. But this one was something that I really fell in love with. The starters. I think this is such a cool concept. You know, just something not official TCG, but in the hobby, people collect. If you have, if you collect with your significant other, they make cards with both of you in it. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool to have something special that's not official Pokemon, but something that you can enjoy together. But that's really it, man. I think that do you have anything else you want to talk about in this week's pod? I think that kind of wraps everything up for the week.
I think we're good. I'm really gonna be curious. I think next week we're gonna have a nice bit of information on the price, Ascended Heroes prices and how they're going to be affected by the release of all these new products. It's going to be really interesting to see how all that plays out.
I hope that it comes down because I'm not liking having these crazy high energy break prices. So hopefully it comes down. Again, we're gonna get ETBs this week. I got 10 in, and we've got the Charizard tins. I don't know what packs are in those Charizard tins.
It is 2 Phantasmal, 1 Mega Evolution, and 1 Journey together. I opened one today.
There you go. So it's not.
And
it's
I
not
got
Ascended
nothing again. My dude has been so bad. No, there isn't. Elite, unless there's some variation. The one I got had those 4 packs in it. No Ascended.
That makes sense. I don't think that they had. I don't think they put specialty sets mixed in with other sets.
Typically, no, not that I've seen.
Yeah. So, I also got a case of mini tins. So I think there's just 8 tins. So 16 packs there. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do some ETB rips tomorrow on the live stream. So if you guys listen to this before that, join. And yeah, that's really it, guys. Again, I will pin everything. I will put everything in the comments, in the notes for this video. All of Kota's and my stuff. You can find us on the socials where you can support, buy singles, whatever you want, and where you can just find us find some videos that we're putting out there. Until next time, guys. Again, stay safe, and happy collecting. All right, peace out, guys.